Jackson Radio Show.
Let's talk midterms here a little bit. You've got an opportunity. Yeah. What are the chances of the Democrats taking back the House?
Very excellent. And I say that, but I would not have said it like 6 months ago, because 6 months ago, we would not have known what the president's number would be in October. I always say to people, just see where the president, whatever party is, a year before the election. And Clinton, he won, we lost. Bush, president, his numbers went down, we won. Obama, his numbers went down, they won. And now this president, we don't even have to take his numbers down. He is self-immolating. And so at this point is when, if any of your listeners were planning to run for Congress or office, any office, and the president of your party was below 50 or 40, you might say, I'll run another time.
That's her story, and she's sticking to it. As Nancy Pelosi, talking about the Democrats' chances in 2018, I've already made the prediction, folks. The Democrats lose more House seats again, and the Republicans will soundly take over the Senate in 2018. That's what's going to happen. And what's funny is to listen to the rationale of a person like Pelosi, who says, look at these polling numbers. And it's funny, what's even funnier than that is that after having their butts kicked over the poll numbers, they still rely on them, and they still believe that it can be sold that way. Now, we talked about a poll number the other day. The poll number was, what percentage of people believe the NFL, I don't know, what is it, that taking a knee was a good or a bad thing? And originally it was like 68%, it was a big majority, said it was the wrong thing for those players to do. Then I saw a USA Today poll that said, this is literally a week later, now it's 50-50. Now, I want to just stop, in other words, it wasn't 50-50, but it was like 52-48. So it had slid tremendously in a week to where Democrats were saying, no, we're gaining ground on taking a knee during the national anthem in the NFL. And I said, okay, well, that's good news to hear. So what happened in the NFL? In the NFL, you had 9 people take a knee. When Trump came out with his statement, 200 plus people took a knee. That's what I heard. I don't know. I thought it was 100, but it's 200, somebody said. Then I think they said 18 people, or maybe it was 11, somewhere between 10 to 20 people took a knee in the last football game. So it spiked up under Trump, and then it quickly went down. Quickly. Now, these poll numbers say otherwise. These poll numbers say, no. People are really starting to, hear the NFL's message, and it's all good. We're winning. And that's what Pelosi wants you to believe. Now, if they were winning, do you believe that the NFL would be saying to these owners, hey, look, you might want to write a letter to your season ticket holders because ticket sales have fallen off almost 18%. Do you believe that sponsors like DirecTV would say, due to the onrush of orders, cancellations, we are going to honor these because of what the NFL is doing, and they allow them to do that? The sponsorships, I don't need to give you the names. Right now, one of the biggest sponsors of NFL, period, Budweiser, is considering pulling its sponsorship from the NFL. Hotline number you can call. You can leave your message. I tried to. It didn't work for me the other day, but I tried to. So all this evidence, players losing endorsements, and on and on. And I'm not talking one or two. Many, many players losing endorsement. If you did not stand for the anthem, you lost endorsements. Period. It's that simple. So all that empirical evidence, and these guys say, nope, we got a good chance. So, and then, or the NFL believes it's the article, according to Yahoo, I believe it was Yahoo, it says that the NFL is in good shape. It stands on the moral ground. People are, following the polls and all that. Nancy Pelosi says, You know what? 2018 is going to be our year, blah, blah, blah. They're delusional. They're absolutely delusional. And I got to tell you, I love this. I love this early confidence. And I went through the litany of things that Donald Trump has done so far in this economy can't be overstated. Donald Trump has done so. I have, look, do you even follow the stock market and all that? I turn it on occasionally. Whenever I'm going to be on, most of the time when I see the stock market is because I'm doing Risk and Reward or some show, and they happen to have the ticker up because when I go into the studio, they'll have whatever show I'm going to be on, and I'll see the numbers. And every time I go in there, I see better numbers. I believe this New York Stock Exchange has set 45 or 49 records. The NASDAQ or one of the other exchanges has set 54 records since Donald Trump has been elected. Records. Record highs. 54. 49. So, rock star status. You're going to see in 2018, I'll make you a prediction. The unemployment number will be probably under 4%. The economy will be booming at a level we haven't seen in at least 5 decades. 4 decades, 4 to 5. And you're going to have people spending money. You're going to have companies bringing back investments. You name it, it's going to be happening. And this is in spite of the Democrats fighting tooth and nail. These guys are going to fight the president on his tax policy, and whether he gets it or not, he's still going to create jobs. And the money may stay offshore for a while until he makes probably an executive order that says you can bring that money back and put it into the bank, and earn interest. Or he'll do something to bring that money back and start the process moving. Guarantee it. When he finally repeals Obamacare and implements whatever he's implementing, and for the record, the death of Obamacare might come in his executive order where he says you can now get insurances over state lines. That may be the death of Obamacare, nail in the coffin. But I can't wait for 2018 when the results of a Trump economy have kicked in. I mentioned the trade deficit shrinking to its lowest rate in almost a decade, pre-election rate, and it will. And by the time of 2018, you will see a trade deficit that is going to be monumentally small in comparison to anything that Obama did. And I want you to think about that. We have a $567 billion trade deficit, over $500 billion. And if he gets that down to something reasonable, just what do you think is going to happen? And when products are being bought in the United States, it won't be $500 billion, but let's say it's $200 million that we get back. We cut off of our trade deficit. $200 billion circulating through the economy. He's already got 1.2 trillion, I think was the number that I've seen, that has come back and cutting red tape. What happens when that red tape is cut for Obamacare? What happens when the tax policy simplifies? Just telling you folks, you're going to see boom time. So left, keep playing your games. Keep dreaming that you're going to win. Let's just see what happens. We have time for that other Pelosi clip. It's on a different subject, so we probably shouldn't play it. Maybe we'll come back in with that. All right. It works for me. So, look, I want to, at some point, we're going to chronicle all the things that happened during the time of Obama, like our credit rating being lowered. I can't wait to come back on here and make the announcement that the credit rating is back up. It's AAA again. That's going to be big news. There's so many things that you could talk about with this economy that's no longer smoke and mirrors, that's for real, that it's hard for me to believe that anybody would actually want to fight Trump over this. But when you think about that, think about those NFL players kneeling. Think about the left wanting to see Trump people dead in Las Vegas, and you'll get an idea of why Trump can't pass. He's going to have to finagle and get people to finally go, enough is enough. Now, I keep talking about this because this is one of the most important parts of the concept. He can't do it by himself. He flatly can't. Sharp guy, going to push the legislation thing, but if he senses any weakness in his base, he's got to shift. And we don't want that. So let's get involved. We're talking about tax policy. Understand it. Be able to explain it. Let people know this is for our good.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.